We'll call to order the meeting of the Unionville Historic Districts and Properties Commission on this day, February 6, 2025 at 7:00 p.m. And we will start with our public hearing for a certificate of appropriateness for 1761 Farmington Avenue in Unionville. Owners Tracy and Marshall Fillion proposed to replace the concrete steps and metal railings with granite steps and metal railings. So I will ask Garrett to read the public notice.
No problem. Town of Farmington, Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission. Notice is hereby given that the Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission will hold a hybrid, in-person, and online public hearing on Thursday, February 6, 2025 at 7 p.m. in the Town Hall Council Chambers on the following application. 1761 Farmington Avenue, LLC, Marshall and Tracy Fillion, application for certificate of appropriateness to replace front steps and railings located at 1761 Farmington Avenue, Unionville. Interested parties are encouraged to participate in this hybrid public hearing. Participation in person is at 1 Monteith Drive, Town Hall, Town Council Chambers, or online participation is via the link to the meeting on the Town of Farmington's website as presented. A copy of this proposal is on file in the Planning Department at Town Hall, Farmington, Connecticut, and may also be accessed on Farmington's official website as presented. Dated at Farmington, Connecticut, January 15th, 2025, Unionville Historic District and Properties Commission, Lisa Johnson, Chair.
Thank you, Garrett. Are Tracy and Marshall with us? Are they?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Yep,
Hi, how are you?
Welcome. Good to hear from you guys.
Again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So listen, walk us through your proposal. Talk it through with us. Go ahead.
What we're going to do is just replace the steps and the railings because right now they don't meet code.
Yeah.
And the railings are all messed up, so we want to replace those. But the railings are going to match the fence that we're putting in.
Great.
So they'll look like what's there right now.
Okay. Good. Okay.
And instead of using concrete, we're going to be using granite.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good. Oh yeah, good. Kind of a grayish color. Yeah.
And the rail.
Okay. Oh yeah, it does match the current railings. Good. Nice. Very nice. All right, commissioners, questions and comments?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Will the form be brick? Are you doing brick and granite?
No, it'll be chunks of granite.
Right, but what's the form going to be? You know, that it goes over the risers and stuff. It's all going to be just pulled together like that, or is it going to be over cement?
I don't understand what you mean by form. What do you mean?
Well, you have the risers, you have the treads and landing, but the base, what's the base?
It's the stone itself. There'll be 2 granite steps going up to the front porch.
Okay.
I believe they're cut to size, right, Marshall and Tracy?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Those are large slabs.
They are. Yeah.
Wow. No form required.
Only the best for Unionville.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Good.
Wow. Wow.
Nice. Steve,
You got a bobcat? Are you gonna move that?
Actually, yes, I do.
That's
Wow.
great. That's terrific.
Wow.
Good. I'd like to watch that. Any comments or questions, Steve?
What kind of preparation are you going to do for the base stone, the first stone going down? Are you going to have to
I'm gonna dig down and put a lot of process in there
and compact it so it doesn't settle and yeah.
Yep.
Because I could see that being some of the biggest problem of the stone shifting with, well, we don't have winters like we used to, but yeah, because that could be a problem down the road. But
yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, you're talking about frost heating.
It's all about prep. Yeah, if you go down a good foot, or I don't know, ask Ask the stonemason's wife how far you got to go down to stabilize that first stone. That's the critical one, I guess.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be having that conversation with the stonemason, I'm sure.
I think he has.
Yeah,
Yes, I
Good.
believe they already have discussed it.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Very good.
It's all
He
about
probably doesn't know
it's all
yet, but
about
he might be
digging
doing.
down deep enough, compacting it, but you got to let water pass through as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that's
Good.
great. It's going to look beautiful.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Great. Anything else, Steve?
And how do you anchor? How are you going to anchor the metal railings to the stone with anchor bolts or epoxies or a combination?
We'll probably drill a hole in the stone and then put epoxy. Correct.
Yeah. Right. Good.
But the top part will actually be mounted to the
Deck,
the deck. Yes.
the porch deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Improvement. Good.
Excellent.
Very
Wow.
good. Okay.
You getting the stone from Robotham?
Uh,
Well, you have some.
I have some. I'm going to
Okay.
try to make it work.
I hear Mark's got a stone yard in his backyard, right behind the firehouse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Patty
Yeah.
LaBooth here tells me about.
Yeah. Mark Botham did a lot of work here
Oh, yeah?
on my house.
Oh, did he?
Wow.
Yeah, years ago. Yeah, he did a lot
Nice.
of work here.
Landscape, tree work, masonry.
Yeah. Yep.
Driveway, yeah, everything.
Nice.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting. Good. Yeah, he's
Nice.
a man about town. Good.
Excellent.
Anything else, Steve?
No, I think it's a great choice.
Barbara?
Yeah, I mean, those steps have to be replaced, so there's no saying you can't replace them. From what I see in the picture, the granite really looks beautiful, and the railing looks almost identical to what's there. I don't think anyone would notice any different, except that it's properly bolted down and won't be coming out. So yeah, I don't have I am not an expert on building and cannot tell you what to do with stone, but yeah, it should work.
Yeah,
Should be good.
good. Matt?
Nope, no questions. Luke and Tracy, don't show Shalice any of these pictures.
What's that?
Was that?
What is it?
I said don't show Shalice any of the pictures.
Oh.
I don't know, Matt.
Yeah.
He
No, hey, a
looks
little-
awful good.
Does someone need new steps?
Mm-hmm.
There's someone here who needs new steps?
Always, always. Oh, gosh, good. Okay, good. Did everybody have a chance to ask questions or make comments?
Yeah.
Bob's in person with me, so.
The only question I have is, did that house originally have slab steps?
I don't think it did.
Probably wood.
I think they were wood, yeah. If I
Probably wood.
remember correctly, I believe they were old wood steps.
Yeah.
Which don't hold up.
Because was there a front porch on that house?
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in addition to what's there now, there was more of a porch? Is that what you mean?
No, the porch I think was always there.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Oh,
But-
I know. There was no
There was no railings
there was no
before.
railings. It was
Oh,
just
yeah.
Oh,
it was just an empty porch, like
Yeah,
no railings
Right.
or
Before the era of codes and code requirements.
right.
exactly.
Who's got the earliest photograph of that house?
Mm.
I wonder.
I don't know. I remember seeing one.
Yeah.
Without the railings.
We do have a booklet from Mrs. Ketchum.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, get back to the code part. I don't need railings on that porch.
Right.
Not high enough.
Because it's such a short.
Right.
Yeah, 30 inches off the ground, you need a railing.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Just to educate you guys. I'm just letting you know.
I
that's-
would recommend it just for your own safety.
No, I think that would, that's a whole other
Yeah.
COA application. Yeah, no.
Plus, it wouldn't look right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I think it
not
looks
either.
good.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There you
So
go.
that's interesting. So how high is it off the ground? It's less than 30 inches?
Yes, it's
Wow,
definitely,
that's nice. Good, good. All right, are we prepared to vote on this application?
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. Can a commissioner please make a motion to approve this COA application?
I make a motion.
Thank you, Anne. So the motion will be to approve the application of 1761 Farmington Avenue, Unionville, Tracy and Marshall Fillion to replace the concrete steps with granite steps and the metal railings with metal railings. So all in favor, oh, I'm sorry, does that work? Yeah.
Second.
Okay, thank you, Matt, seconds. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions? No, any nays? No, very good. Okay, full approval. All right.
Thank you.
thank
Next
you.
man, ready.
You won't hear from us for a long time. I promise.
We'll come watch though, okay? Good luck with it. Stay
Thank
warm.
you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll see you next year.
Yeah. Oh, no, you won't. Hopefully not. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Our next order of business is to review and approve the January 9, 2025 meeting minutes. Did you all have a chance to read them over?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I move that we approve the minutes.
Okay, can we take you as a second, Steve?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, Barbara, motion to approve, and Steve, our second. Any comments or corrections?
I always wonder if I'm allowed to give motions as an alternate.
Oh, gosh.
I-
Garrett?
So I'm kind of hesitant. Sometimes I'm hesitant.
Hold on. But I think,
Only
you
seconds. I'm only allowed seconds. Anyway, that was just
No problem.
something I've wondered about.
I think it depends on whether or not we have a quorum.
Ah,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's really what it is, but
And-
That makes sense.
It's minutes, it's not
all right.
an appealable decision.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters as much.
okay.
Okay, all right. There you go.
As long as the chair doesn't care, that's pretty much.
I don't care.
Just want to do it right. Don't overstep.
Absolutely. All right. So all in favor of approving the January 9th minutes, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any nays? Great. So the minutes are approved. All right. That was very efficient, wasn't it? So we have a segment here for other business. Do any commissioners have other business to bring before the commission?
I did speak to the library and asked them about the community room.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive. Well, it's not really expensive, but we don't have a budget. There's no alcohol. That's not a problem. It's a $50 rental fee. And then there's a setup fee if they have to put tables or anything out, and that's $50. And then a $50 takedown fee. And then if the room isn't left clean, there's a $50 fee. So, kind of like $200. Maximum occupancy is 140, which also is not a problem. And we
Mhm.
could do it only during library hours. Okay.
Mhm.
We can bring food in. We just
Okay.
have to, like we could bring.
Barbara, who did you talk to at the library?
Yeah.
Who did you
Yeah,
talk
this
to
is
at the
the-
library?
Yeah, the library community room.
No, who did
No,
you?
who did you?
talk to?
Oh, I spoke to, I'm sorry, and I didn't write her name down, but the reference librarian.
Yeah. There shouldn't be a fee because we're a town committee.
See,
So
that's
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah.
And She
You might-
didn't
yeah,
seem
I'll
to-
check with
Is
the,
there a better person to speak to?
I'll check with the library director.
Yeah.
But we can, if the library community room is limited to library hours, as long as the council chambers are free, we can use the council chambers too. The benefit is that we've got cameras and microphones, so we can record it. And I think the limit's 65 people, 85 people? I can't read it
It's
from
not
here.
140, I guess depends how we.
No, I'm saying on the council chambers.
Council
Oh, the
chambers.
town chambers. Oh, yeah.
85 is the limit, so.
But I don't think we'd have more than 85 people. I don't think that.
No, and again, with the cameras and everything, we could make it a Zoom webinar too, so people could attend virtually if they wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the library open 1 or 2 evenings a week? I'm sure that is the case.
They're open till 9, aren't they? I have to look up their hours. They don't always-
Yeah, so I
Except
think,
on Friday.
yeah. So I think the evening hours are, I think there's flexibility there for us at the library. The reason I like the library location is that it's, why is that? Not official, it's maybe a
Yeah.
little bit more welcoming to the average person. I don't know. I mean, nobody in town is intimidated by the town council chambers, but, oh, there you go.
Oh, 8
8
o'clock.
PM,
Oh, 8.
Monday through
Okay.
Thursday.
Used to be 9.
8 o'clock. Wow. Okay.
Wow, that's early.
But
Yeah.
there's also Saturday, let's see, there's Saturday and Sunday also.
Yeah. Sunday afternoon, 1 to 4.
Yeah. Okay.
So I should check with the library director. Is that
I'll check with her, Barbara.
Oh,
Don't worry,
okay,
I'll take care of that.
all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
If that doesn't work out, there's a senior center.
The community center, yeah.
Yeah.
right, that's right. That's a great space as well.
Yeah.
All right.
That would be I think Rose Parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about, are we talking about April here? Is that what we're talking about, or anytime? Really? Yeah. We could even do the fall, early fall. Because we've got to, if we're going to do oral histories, we should get some direction, training in the proper way to interview people, even if they're modest interviews. We should get that all set up. At any rate, that's great that you know what the venue is. All right. So what do we need to know at this point for this particular event?
Is that what we want to do? Oral histories?
So people, remind me again, people were bringing in material about their houses. Is that correct in Unionville?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we certainly need to probably put together a form with specific questions to ask each person who comes in with material, so we have consistent information person to person. So we do have some preparation to do. This does sound like a great early fall thing.
Yeah.
Kind of
Does the museum already have some of these oral histories? I think Steve said that they had a library or
Gosh,
Some
I
of
really don't think they have a lot of oral history documentation, whether it be video,
yeah.
CD. I don't think so. I think that's one kind of weak
Mhm.
or category lacking in their archives, and they too want to start doing more of that type of event as well, having oral histories, having more interactive exhibits rather other than the 2 and 3 dimensional traditional type. They're looking to, or they're talking about expanding in such a way. So it could be another collaborative effort, or they could just open up their archives and resources for us to plunder.
Yeah.
I mean, share,
Wonder.
borrow.
Well, but for the oral histories, it's not just the people who are living there, but
Right.
the families.
It
so
could be
we-
relatives of the original occupants, maybe
So we would need
descendants.
Yeah.
kind of to find them.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
we'd have to send them a letter or, well, an email. We would have to send them a letter and invite them to participate in this. I mean, how do we go out and
Yeah.
in some cases, it may be people who live in those homes now,
Mhm.
who have,
Uh-huh.
whose families may have owned the home, Matt, and who do have a history.
Yeah.
Notice I called on you, Matt.
If you go on the Farmington Library site, there's the Unionville homes and it lists
Yeah.
the homes and those
Yeah.
have histories of the homes.
Oh, yeah, no, I know that, but we're looking for people who have their own recollections, not just what was put together by those architects.
Or documentation or
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that could add to the presentation.
Yeah. Well, and you know what, Ann, you weren't at the last meeting, so I'll just let you know what prompted this idea for the program is the Tracy and Marshall Fillion at the last meeting, they had a COA application and
Yeah, no, I was
Tracy-
at the meeting.
Were you at the meeting? I'm sorry. So you remember the kind
Yeah.
of, she's got an aunt, I believe, who just has an incredible memory about the building.
Ketchum, Miss Ketchum.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Mrs. Ketchum. That's who they purchased the home from.
No, it wasn't Mrs. Ketchum. It was some.
Oh, that's right. It's
It
one
was-
of her relatives works on the trolley.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Tracy's aunt had a recollection of the Apricots building, the wooden tap.
Right,
Right,
right. 'Cause
right.
that was the
That was it.
trolley house.
And the house
Right.
might have been used to house some of the conductors and or
Right. That was very
lodging, some kind of lodging.
right.
Actually, you know who
Yes.
I can find that out. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Tom Larson. He's
Yes.
like
Yes.
his
Tane Mountain Larson.
yes, now he lives in Farmington Woods, but
Yeah.
his uncle worked the trolley. So he has
Yes.
all kinds of
Yeah.
information
Yeah.
about the trolley and where the conductors lived and all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're gonna
That in and of
we're gonna
itself
have to
would be
post
fabulous.
some kind of public posting,
Yeah.
calling all
Yeah, yeah.
occupants or relatives of or folks who have knowledge of these historic
Mhm.
houses in
Mhm.
Unionville and put it on social media, put it out through the museum's mailers.
He
Put it
knows
out.
everything about everywhere. And I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
he's,
yeah.
I think like 88 or 89 and sharp as a tack.
Yes.
He
Fabulous.
knows everything everywhere.
And
Yes.
lives in
Amy,
Farmington Woods? Did you say he
Yeah,
lives
Yeah,
in
that's
lives
right.
in
Farmington Woods?
Farmington Woods now, yeah.
Barbara does as well.
What's his first name?
Tom Larson and his wife is
sorry.
Annie.
The first name?
Tom.
T-O-M.
Tom.
Tom.
And it's SON Larson.
S-E-N, I believe.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Amy, you had something to say? You kind of raised your hand.
Would you like me to say something at town council that you've been discussing a potential public event to talk about the historic home? Do you want me to say anything at town council?
Definitely.
Sure, you could say it's in the planning stages, but this is something we are committed to doing and we're excited about it. So,
Yeah.
You want to give me a contact phone number or
well, they can get in touch with Garrett, and if Garrett wants to get in touch with one of us, he can do that. How's that? Because we're really just in the initial stages of putting
Right.
this together.
right, I know, but you may get
Yeah.
somebody that calls you all excited about it,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Would that be okay, Garrett, if we were to use
Of course.
you as the contact, and then you just contact me or, somebody else on the commission, we can.
Yeah, I can take the call and I can send everyone an email of just the person, person's
Yes.
name and their information, and then if someone wants to follow up,
Yeah.
when it's convenient for them, as opposed to just
Yes.
everyone getting random calls all of a sudden.
Right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we need a couple of chair people to begin to put this together. Is there anybody who's interested in help in coordinating this? I think we're all going to need to work on it, but just kind of keeping us all heading in the same direction. Anybody interested?
I'll
Okay, okay.
definitely work on it. I don't know if I can share it.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it
All right.
started at least. Yeah.
Thanks, Barbara.
And
Um,
go through people that we know. I mean, I know John Viebert, and I know he has a tremendous amount and might be willing to do an oral history.
Yep, yep. I think Steve is right too, is when we are ready to do this, getting the word out,
Yeah.
in many ways, and through the Unionville Museum as well. I think we'll reach a lot of the people we want to reach, and then contact individuals personally ourselves. So I think we'll be in good shape there.
So if we individually post on social media, do we give Garrett's phone number?
No, I think we'll wait on the publicity. No, let's wait on the publicity. Amy was asking until we have the whole thing framed out and ready to go. What Amy was asking was, should she let town council know we're working on this? And if anybody on town council has questions, whatever, who should they contact? And we asked Garrett to be the kind of go-between. So that's only in these initial stages where we're really kind of forming this.
I can also not even say his name, just give a phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's I think
today's weird climate.
You
So
know
we're
what,
not going to try individually to find people at this point.
No. We're not there yet. We've got some work to do.
Okay. All right. Well,
Now I believe in the last meeting I did say I'd have some material about doing oral histories or putting together oral history forms. So let me do that for the next meeting. And I will do that.
Yeah.
We'll get going on that. What else should we be doing at this point?
Well, another way to try to do the outreach and try to how do you say, beat the bushes, is to maybe list either you give people the link to view all the historic houses in Unionville that are registered.
Yeah.
Or you go a step further and you start naming names like Hitchcock, Sanford, you name it. Hitchcock. You start naming names of families, and are you a relative of? Have you ever visited? Have you ever lived in any of these properties? You kind of describe what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And what we're interested in gathering is you telling the story, or you contributing documents, or you writing something that somebody else could read, or so you kind of have to
frame it out. Be very intentional and frame it out so there's clarity.
Amy.
All right.
Yeah.
Amy.
Yeah.
Do you think we could put something in the council chair's newsletter?
Well, that's what I report on your committee.
No, but I mean,
when it comes down to it.
Yeah, right. That we would put something together, what we're looking for example, people with knowledge of these families.
Yeah.
And at some point, put it in the newsletter that goes out to everyone in Farmington.
But we have to give it
we can,
something to.
That'll be the summer newsletter that we can do that. The spring newsletter is taken up by the budget and a few other things, but the summer newsletter, we can definitely do that for it. Once if someone wants to start working on a write-up or something, I only get the date like a few weeks before it's due.
Okay.
For each newsletter. It's not like I know a few months in advance. So if we want to start working on something, it wouldn't be till May or June.
So we have to give Amy something very specific and well framed.
Right, exactly.
I would like to just mention it as you're starting to discuss it.
Yeah.
And
no, I understand that. I was just saying, if down the road when we put together a little blurb about what we really want. Okay.
That'd be something I submit.
Joey can do that. Yeah.
Matt, are you trying to talk, or is that Garrett? I'm sorry.
Garrett.
That was me. So the summer newsletter is something staff submits to the town manager's office for the newsletter.
Okay, okay. All right, so Barbara, do you and I want to send emails back and forth to
Sure.
put together this sort of, we'll frame it? And
Okay.
so Garrett, can we also, once we have it the way we want it, if we're able to do that within the next month, can we send that out to commission members in between meetings, or should we wait for the next meeting?
No, I think it's fine setting it back and forth, because it's not an action item. It wouldn't be an action item in emails, as long as there's emails. Just make sure I'm on the emails is really what it is. It's more of an FOI thing.
Yeah.
Just because it's discussion between commission members, but again, it's not really an action item. It's
Yeah, we're not voting on it, so yeah.
right, and I
we're
doubt
not
anyone's
just-
gonna
Yeah.
request all the emails about an oral history project.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If they
we're
do,
not
they have too much
discussing a
time.
specific property,
right,
Right.
Right.
right? So it should be okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we'll get going on that.
I'll inquire with the museum
Okay,
to see if they do have any oral or written histories about the houses,
mhm.
and let them know our intentions and our plans, and
Yeah, great.
if they would like to be involved in any capacity.
Yeah, that's great, Steve.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah.
Great, good. All right. This is exciting.
Yes.
I think this is really terrific. Good, good.
It's an alternative to a actual walking tour. It's a
Yeah, it is. Well, it's also something during which we are gathering data and information for the historical record.
community
and-
involvement, participation.
Yeah, so it's both short-term interesting, but long-term valuable. So we'll think about where
Okay.
to store it and everything later, but for now, just framing it, I think is what we'll do. That's exciting. Good.
Just to clarify something, I am not reporting on the Unionville Historic District this time, this
Okay.
next meeting. But when I am going to be, we can discuss whether you want me to say something or not. How's that?
Okay, good, good. That'll give us a little time to frame it
Yeah,
Yeah.
succinctly.
I thought I was doing it this time, but I'm not.
Yeah, okay, good, good.
Okay.
All right, anything else on that? That's wonderful. Barbara, thank you for checking on the library rental as well. Does anybody else have any other business to bring in front of the commission? Or any other interesting tidbits?
I've got a couple things if no one else has anything.
Okay.
The Farmington Historic District, I think I mentioned before, is adding 2 properties, 1 Mountain Spring and 729 Farmington Avenue, that are both owned by the Farmington Historical Society. So I'm working on that expansion.
Yeah,
They got
great.
approved with the state this week, so they'll go to the Farmington Historic District Commission next, and then the town council. And 729 is that big stone house up on top of the hill, by the hillside. So that'll be the new Historic Society headquarters. And then I believe Rose Ponte, our economic development director, is setting up a event or a recognition event for the Unionville and Farmington cultural districts. And that'll be at the library. I think she said February 21st. Once I actually know the date and time, I'll send it out to everyone.
Yeah, great.
I got an email. I was wondering if everyone got it.
Mm-hmm.
I did not, so I will check with Rose tomorrow morning of why I didn't get the email.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should have gotten it first. Great. Well, they've worked, I've been away for now a month, but the committee has worked really hard to put this together, and it's pretty exciting. So I hope those of you who are in town can just stop in. Yeah, good, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good.
That's all I've got.
Yeah. Do you have anything else? So everybody's home except Garrett, is that right? So
Oh,
No,
We-
Bob's with me.
and Bob.
Bob,
Bob
oh
the
gosh,
trooper.
okay.
You're a trooper, Bob.
Man, all right.
Oh,
So,
Well,
That's not bad.
You will have to, so the two gentlemen will have to make their way home, so we're gonna be thinking good thoughts about you. Drive slowly. Be
Careful
careful.
driving.
Yes, be careful. You're too valuable. All right, well, if there is nothing else to bring in front of the commission, we have our work ahead for us. I will just ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting. Steve, okay, good hand work. And a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Barbara. All right, all in favor of adjournment, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any abstentions or nays? No, we are adjourned.